Hello everyone, I am Minkle, Marketing Head at MoogleLabs, and it is with great pleasure that we host you today for the webinar on how blockchain is driving transparency across the supply chain with Gurpreet Singh, the vertical head blockchain and metaverse at MoogleLabs. To start, I would take a few minutes to talk about our organization and explain the format of today's webinar. Founded by seasoned IT professionals, Mughal Labs specialize as accelerators and developers in future technologies to enable digital transformation. We are established in Canada with a development center in India and Australia. Our experts have already helped several clients globally in improving their business operations using AI, ML, DevOps, blockchain, and data science. If you need services in this, we would be happy to connect with you at an individual level to discuss the work in detail. As for the webinar, firstly, Mr. Gurpreet Singh will give a presentation while explaining the concept of blockchain along with its application in the supply chain and take you through the basics before describing how it helps drive transparency. The webinar will take around 30 to 45 minutes. Then all the participants can take some time to ask industry specific questions. Please feel free to add your questions to the chat as they arise. Mr. Gurpreet Singh can address them at the
Because
if you can
pivot table.
want to see. Now that is a speaker goes through the various points. Now our extremely sincere and knowledgeable blockchain engineer, please take over the screen.
Thank you, Minkle, for the introduction. As Hi, good evening, everyone. As Minkle has already explained, my name is Gurpreet. I am taking care of blockchain and metaverse in MoogleLabs. I am the vertical head there for those technologies. So, what I am going to explain you today is that how the blockchain is going to be efficient in the supply chain management. So before proceeding with that, I will hardly take a minute of yours. We will be explaining the kind of services that we have in the mobile labs, and then we will moving to the topic. The mobile lab actually worked on the advanced technologies that we have in the market. We worked on artificial intelligence, machine learning, blockchain, DevOps, and data science. We have a expert engineers having experience from 4 years to 12 years in these tech. Right? And uh, apart from that, I will be also sharing the specifically the blockchain development services that we are offering. These are the following list of services that we offer in terms of blockchain. First is that no NFT. In NFT is a non-fungible token development. Here, what we do is that we are expert in creating a marketplace in NFT, and other than that, we are also having expertise in creating a NFT artwork as well. There are multiple categories that we are having expertise in creating artwork and or even creating art NFTs, like creating metadata for the NFTs for the artwork as well. And the second one is the token development application. Like if anyone wants to publish its own token and uh, like that token, how that token can be published into the market. So, do along with the development plan, we do have some kind of marketing strategies that can be useful, or how your token can be like like how it can take a growth from zero to like that can exist in the best level of token. And apart from that, we also do have expertise in cloud blockchain development services, where we have expertise in Azure blockchain services, and we do have expertise in AWS blockchain services. There are few of the services that is specifically related to the supply chain management in related to the cloud. We do have expertise in that. We in blockchain services we do offer a crypto exchange services as well, where we will be listing specifically like what are the uh, uh, trending exchange or trending cryptocurrencies that are in the market, or along with that we can also how you can like you can even purchase your crypto coins over there, and along with that, even you can, as the second point was the token development application, you can publish your token as well in that crypto exchange and market, or we can have some kind of burning mechanism or an other mechanism to burn that token or to give a reputation to that particular token. Along with that, we do have expertise in cryptocurrency wallet development as well, as we recently developed one of the wallet for the one of the wave of change blockchain that is in the market. And we also have expertise in creating a smart contract. So these are the list of services that we are offering as a development in blockchain in MoogleLabs. So moving further, in this presentation, I will be just wanted to give you an overview what I am going to explain you in this particular presentation. Initially, as most of you are already aware of what is blockchain, but I will give you an overview what is blockchain and how the data is being stored in the blockchain. And second, what is, again, some of you might have aware what is supply chain management, how supply chain management works, but I again will be providing you the overview of that supply chain management. And third, the main point of this topic is that how blockchain can be helpful in the supply chain management. And that I specifically divided those into a multiple parts. First, I will be elaborating blockchain, how blockchain will be transform the supply chain industry. And then high level application layer architecture, I will be explaining as well. A few of the advantages that a blockchain a few of the advantages I will be listing, I will be showcasing how blockchain can be useful in supply chain management. There are some drawbacks of usage of blockchain, or you can say the current challenges that are if we use blockchain uh, in supply chain management, that I will be also explaining in that presentation. And there and at the very last, I will be giving you an overview like how a data is being in currently we are storing, let's suppose, in supply chain management, how we are currently storing a data in supply chain management, or if we are moving into from along with supply chain management, we are using blockchain, how the data will be stored in the block. So these are the list of topics that I will be covering in this my presentation. And as I mentioned earlier, so the first point was what is blockchain and how the data is being stored in the blockchain. So you all might are aware of like in generic terms, if we talk about blockchain, blockchain is generically used for only cryptocurrency, known for cryptocurrencies. People are not aware of how blockchain can be used in the other technologies or other frameworks, other tech. So how this can be helpful. So to be very honest, blockchain is the digital record keeping technology behind the cryptocurrency. It is a game changer in the financial world. But recently, we have seen few of the well-known uh, supply chain management or well-known organization. They have introduced a blockchain in their supply chain management. So, give you a brief how what is the process of blockchain, what is blockchain, and I will be elaborating you guys over here. So, blockchain is basically is a part of two words. One is block and another is chain. A, a part of like if we create a bunch of blocks in a chain that is called blockchain. as summarized in this image, like if a new transaction, let's talk about a transaction in a e-commerce platform, right? So if a new transaction that has been happened, and there we if any activity that has been performed, we called it as a block. And if there is that product in terms of e-commerce, that product is already sold by some other vendor, and then from like that particular product has been sold by multiple vendors. So that if I am purchasing that product, any product, so I am the owner of that product. So my if I want to enter in that the chain that is already built in that for that particular product. So what the block my block has been created in that chain. Each one of who has already purchased that product can verify my request, like I have purchased, and any one of them can reject my request. Like I want to enter into the I am as a block. I'm just explaining you guys. Like I am as a block entering into the chain, and any one of, let's suppose these are the five of the processes that is already being initiated. So I wanted to connect with them. So uh, uh, like if I introduce as a six block, any one of them can reject it. And if everyone approves, then I will be the part of that particular thing. So this is how the blockchain works. In the later on stages, I will be explaining more on how the supply chain management, how the supply chain in the supply chain management, how we can create a chain specifically. Before moving further, I just wanted to give you an overview what is exactly a supply chain management. Supply chain management is a broad range of activities required to plan, control, execute from material to production for a delivery in a potential the most economical way. That means like in supply chain management, in the image that is displaying on the right hand side, you can see in supply chain management there are different kind of processes or entities that are present. One is supplier, retailer, consumer, transport, logistics. These are the part of supply chain management, right? In supply chain management, basically, uh, 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 that currently how this is being managed. This is being managed with the use of some ERP, some kind of other third-party software. These have been managed, and that is working well. So, in supply chain management, as per my like in supply chain management, there are actually the four type of processes that are being used. One is a demand management. Demand management is kind of is also the part of management has its own kind of sub two parts. One is demand planning. What is demand planning? Demand planning is like if uh, I have a hero product and a well-known product that is being well-known in the market. I wanted to get the forecast of that particular product in the market. Like in next year, in 7 months, that product is in boom. But in at the end of March, that that product, the sale of that particular product has been go low. So demand management is kind of a uh, um, a demand planning where we actually plan the forecast of the product. So specifically in supply chain management, in demand management, there is artificial intelligence and machine learning that has been introduced, and this has been used very widely. Like the major company, the main companies that wanted to main organizations that wanted to know like the futuristic supply demand of that particular product. So based on the historical data, what we have for that particular product, we can forecast like for that particular product how much that can be sale for let's suppose in coming 5 years. So in demand management specifically, that has been done. And another part of demand management is that business promotion plan and marketing technique. In the business promotion plan and marketing technique is specifically how to increase the demand in the market. Is also the part of demand management. Like we do some promotions, we do some activities like giving reward points or something that actually increase the sale of the product. So that increases our demand. So demand management is kind of like business promotion plan or marketing technique to increase the demand of product in the retail outlet based on special pricing, performance fixtures, and display value added bonuses. And second point here is the supply management. Supply management is nothing much. It is uh, it is the demand that is being generated in via AI or machine learning, right? Like in the coming year, this product will go up to this level. And to meet that demand, we have to manage supply of that particular product. So that is a supply management. Supply management actually comes under supply management has its various parts like uh, supply planning, production planning, inventory planning, capacity planning, and distribution planning. So these are the, if I want to elaborate each and every point, that probably will take more time. So supply management is kind of just an overview. Supply management is to meet the demand management. So if product is in next year, this product will be increasing by 10%. So we in supply management, we probably need to meet that demand management. Sales and operation planning that I have already explained to you guys. Sales and operation is the part of uh, 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 like how the product will grow, initiate the reward points or some other kind of planning that probably need to increase the sale of the product. And finally is a product management. Product management is a complete like when the product is being from the start to its peak. What kind of planning that you are doing to make product success? So this is all come under product management. Product management uh, is kind of I have make a note of it. Like product management is a process from where product idea creation to a market introduction. Create an idea for a product and follow it until product is being introduced in the market. So that is called product management. Specifically for a supply chain management that is being there in the market, it has following list of benefits. It increased collaboration, lower inventories, higher revenues, shortened lead time, great customer loyalty, increased customer services, enable companies to better manage demand and keep cost to minimum and meet customer demand in the most effective way. So this is all about the supply chain management. A role of now the main topic that we have in this presentation, how the what is the role of blockchain in the supply chain management? Blockchain provides all parties within their respective supply chain with access to the same information, potentially reducing the communication and data transfer. Blockchain is like uh, is creating. Let's suppose if a retailer has asked for any set of material from supplier, right? So during that communication, each and every entity that has been either that is a bank or any other kind of entry that we probably need to save into the database, that will be added as a chain in the block. That is called like we can create a for a single product we can create a single chain that will be uh, Like let's suppose a supplier asks for a particular material that as I already mentioned, and each each like let's suppose supplier has gone to a bank for a loan. That entity has to be registered in a blockchain, right? I hope I have clear on that. And uh, the I have specifically mentioned these are the following list of primary and secondary benefits of if we introduce blockchain as in a supply chain. The first point is it increase traceability of material supply chain to ensure corporate standards are met. Traceability, like let's suppose if we are importing anything that from China, right? So, so it gives me a traceability, uh, like whether this product that has been exported or imported from China, and what kind of material that has been used in that particular product, whether whether that product that has been helpful for any for my family or my kids or something like this. So this give me a traceability, like I will be able to trace that product with the use of blockchain from where that product has actually origin, to have what actually is the origin in that. The second point is improve visibility. That is again a kind of relate to the first point. Visibility is that I am aware, like if I am some of the companies, well-known companies, they are selling some kind of organic foods, right? But we are not visibly known to them, like whether they are selling organic food or they are selling any other food item. So with the introduction of blockchain, you will actually come to know specifically from where this product actually more visible to you guys. And the major is that in if we are talk about the traditional supply chain management, where we probably need to do many entries in database or we do many of the paperwork or these kind of activities that can be completely avoided in blockchain. The data can be stored in the chain, but definitely few of the uh, paperwork can be reduced. The secondary potential benefits, it actually strengthens the corporate reputation through the providing transparency of material used in the product. As I mentioned in the first point, it actually create a relation between you and n number of supplier or a vendor, where you are actually if we are using a traditional way of supply chain management, we are actually don't even know who is actually supplying the product to us. So with the transparency, visibility, we will be more clarity, or we will be, if the product is good, so we will be having a visibility, like we probably need to purchase that product uh, from that particular vendor or from that particular supplier or any warehouse or anything that can be in the supply chain. Improve credibility and public trust of data share. Credibility is definitely it improve credibility. Like uh, and like if the data is going to be publicly published, so everyone should be worried about more on their credibility. Like like any business should be providing a, a good, you can say, a a good product because it is being related to their reputation. And the fourth point is reduce potential public risk from a supply chain, that is already explained, and engage stakeholders. That is already explained as well. Like stakeholder will be more engaged as as I mentioned, they will be more uh, credible. Like they will be more worried about their reputation. They will be more engaged. They will be more keen to sell their businesses or something. This is the major list of points that if blockchain is there in the supply chain, these are the benefits that we will be getting with supply chain. This is actually I have created a application architecture. How this can be if we are from scratch. Let's suppose if we need to create a application architecture, this 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 architecture we can follow. Uh, this can be followed in the two ways. One I have already explained, like we can create a single chain is for a single product from that product that has been from where this has been originated and from where this has been delivered to any consumer or a customer. We can create a chain of it, or we can create a chain of a multiple supplier. We can create a chain of a multiple manufacturers. We can create a chain of regulators, transport providers, retailers, wholesalers. We can create a chain of that. And once the request that has been made by the customer, right? So, if in the supply chain management, we will see which supplier can supply the uh, goods to the customer at very top, or based on the priority list, this can be managed in this aspect. And I have specifically mentioned the IoT sensor, warehouse management, or accounting system that will be run as a separate entity in that, because if we are delivering any pharma product, right? So that pharma product needs to be maintained in a separate, in a particular temperature uh, um, condition. Otherwise, that product might not, mm, not might not be useful, right? And we can include, as I mentioned, AI, IoT sensors to maintain and like what is the current temperature of what are the food is going to deliver it to my home or something like this. So IoT sensor, machine learning, artificial intelligence that can be definitely integrated, and how this can be displayed to the UI, mobile application, web application, that we can do it with the use of smartphone. This is all about the architecture that if we want to develop the application from scratch, we can follow. These are the following list of advantages that are in if we are using blockchain in supply chain. I have a few of them I have already mentioned, but I will go through one by one. First one is trust. Trust is definitely if we don't know the, as I mentioned, we don't know the supplier, warehouse uh, manager, or specifically warehouse where the product that has been delivered. So that trust, if the product is good, that trust is being built. Like if I am purchasing this uh, from warehouse, or if we are getting this product from this retailer or this supplier, so I am 100% sure this product will be good enough. And decentralized structure that actually enables the real-time data sharing amongst the businesses, reducing point of improve security and privacy. As you are, if you are not aware of it, blockchain, once the block that has been added into the chain, so it separates a hash that has been generated for that particular uh, entity, right? Uh, So this actually involves that as of now, there is no any kind of decryption or anything. Why it is more secure? Because as I mentioned, if anyone found this is a faulty product, if anyone approves, anyone from the chain can reject that product, right? So this actually improves the security. On that. Reduce cost, definitely. There, as I mentioned earlier as well, there are few of the factors there where in the current supply chain management where we are using paperwork or any other Excel sheets or database for the large databases for the uh, very high cost of server cost that can be reduced. Speed, definitely transaction speed. If we compare it to any other uh, banking transaction, that is much faster than in terms of blockchain. Like if you want to pay a crypto via cryptocurrency, any Bitcoin or any Ethereum or any other chain, we the speed of transaction is much faster than. Uh, let's suppose just give you a view like mm, like if anyone wants to let's suppose a supplier will go to the bank, right? He has to do these kind of paperwork to get the loan, right? If he wants to, he has, if the blockchain is completely there, right? So he can borrow a cryptography or something to speed up the process that we have currently. Visibility and traceability that I have already explained. Visibility and traceability is already there if we are using the blockchain supply chain. The product is visible in the product. You can see in the product from where this has been delivered and where this has been from retailer to consumer or supplier to consumer. You can see where the transaction is being initiated. Immutable. Immutable is kind of a drawback of blockchain as well, but this is the feature that is being introduced. If for some reason the nature of blockchain is immutable as of now. This cannot be changed or deleted if once it has been created. But the if anyone asks to edit something in that particular chain, if all member of that particular chain agrees, then this can be approved. Individual control of data, definitely. It gives entity the ability to decide what digital data they want to show the document and for how long. Tokenization is kind of authorization. Like if uh, uh, I own something, I like if I purchase any product, right? So I will be given a specifically token to so that gives a authorization or authentication. Like this product is I belong to that product. So tokenization is also one of the features that blockchain has. Innovation as blockchain is being I'm not saying the blockchain is the new tech that is there in the market, but earlier people were only judging by well known for only financing world. So now people have started using into the other tech. As you guys are already aware that Web 3.0 has been introduced as well. So you will in the coming years you will see the blockchain, specifically blockchain, is being used in each and every application that we are going to perform. These are the following list of challenges that we have currently if we are using the supply chain with blockchain. First is scalability. That is uh, uh, as of now, this is not widely being used. So scalability of blockchain with supply chain that has not been tested. So I personally feel this can be factor that probably need to see where how we can scale the application. Integration concern, that is also one of the major point. Like few of the other uh, software where the APIs are quite easily available. People are aware of the tech uh, uh, that like if we are using blockchain with supply chain, so integration like integration with ERP or these kind of challenges. I'm not saying this is not feasible, but these kind of challenges will be there. Uncertain regulation and update. As you guys are aware that the stock market was quite down. So that due to that, a crypto currencies rate of cryptocurrencies, if we compare it to November 2021 uh, to till date, that has been gone down, and it is actually not stable. It won't be stable. It goes up and down. So uncertainty, regulation or update, even the security update or hash update, these uh, blockchains like Ethereum or Bitcoin that keep on updating their own. So this is one of the major concerns that are there in the blockchain. Privacy concern, like if someone is selling a good, in terms of, if I talk about food supply chain, if someone is selling a good food or something, that he has no concern with that. So if someone is doing some kind of fraud, uh, so that probably that person will won't be able to expose from where he is getting the products and how he is selling the pearls. So this is the kind of privacy concerns where few of the vendors or few of the organization won't be able to uh, come in the market and tie up with the blockchain. Immutable private keys. Private keys, like whosoever has worked in the blockchain, that a key that has been where the whole chain that is being linked up. Right? If we lose those keys, there might be a chance of we will be losing all the data, all of our data. So this is I probably see the current challenges in blockchain. Immutable nature, that I have already explained, that can be now, if any block that has been entered, if anyone wants to edit that, that can be done. So this is something that I have already explained, but I wanted to give you an overview. If you can look into the image on the right hand side closely, the retailer, let's suppose this is actually explaining how the records actually we are keeping in supply chain management versus the blockchain. So this is the kind of transaction that is being happening in between retailer and the supplier, not the whole supply chain management. So let's suppose, uh, as mentioned in the image, a retailer places an order with the supplier. Supplier acknowledge that receipt of that particular order. And we, as of now, in the conventional record, we will be keeping a database entry, or we will be keeping something in the Excel or something, where we will be mentioning that this retailer has our supplier to uh, provide, given the order or ask for provide the good. So, but in case of blockchain, if you will see in the right hand side here, you will see there are the two blocks that have been added. Red is a retailer, and this blue one is a supplier, right? So you will see these two entries that has been created, and then supplier requested a loan from a bank, and bank provide a financing to a supplier, right? That we again, in a traditional way, we will be keeping all the records in our SQL databases, or we can keep it in our Excel sheet, right? But in case of blockchain, what we will do is that we will be creating each and every block. Again, coming to the first point, where retailer has given an order to the supplier, and supplier again requested to the bank, and bank approves the loan, right? So you can see red for retailer, blue is for supplier, and again the two record has been created. Blue one is for again supplier, and green one is for bank. And the third point is supplier invoices and ship merchandise to the retailer, right? And then once that has been approved, everything that has been done and shipped to the retailer, then you will see there are the two records for that has been created for these. And then the latest stage is retailer pay supplier for merchandise, right? Again, in the traditional way, we are keeping each and every entity in the database. But in case of blockchain, we can capture each and every record in a single chain. And then supplier repays bank whatever the loan, that amount that he has already owned for provide the goods to the retailer. So again, in traditional way, we will be capturing that in database, and but in case of blockchain, we will adding those entities in a single chain. And in the very last, if retailer returns unsold and damaged merchandise to the supplier, and invoices for supplier pays for that particular invoice. In case of there are some unsold or damaged merchandise or a material product material that is there, that a retailer can return back to the supplier. So this is a kind of, I'm not saying this is a complete supply chain management. This is a kind of communication or record keeping that is being done in terms of if we are talking about retailer and supplier communication. So we can have a single chain in blockchain where we can see each and every entity. We need not to go to the relational database where we will be first of all getting the details and then we will displaying the results. At the very last, uh, these are the few of the uh, references that I have Google it, and these are the good references. Like if you want to start with uh, creating an application from scratch, you can just go through by these links. You can Google it by your own, and these are the well-known. And I also being the contributor in few of the GitHub. That's it. Thank you. So I will have a just a glass of water. So Minkle will have a word with you guys. And in the meantime, if anyone wants to have ask any questions or write in the chat box, I will be try to answer that.
Hello everyone, it's me again. Before we move to the question and answer round, I would like to take a few minutes of your time to talk about our company MoogleLabs for those who have joined a bit late. MoogleLabs is a brainchild of experienced IT professionals who work towards the digital transformation of their clients' business operations using the latest technologies like AI, ML, DevOps, blockchain, and data science. Through this webinar, we aim to help others know the power of the latest technology. And if you ever need an IT company that supports this technology, we would be happy to help you to decode innovation and improve your business efficiency. Now that's all out of the way, Mr. Gurpreet Singh can take over from here and answer questions in the chat. If anyone needs presentation, can drop their email in the chat as well.
Someone has asked a question like how warehouse management can be benefited through its solution AI/ML. Do you have any real kind of scenario? Yes. I just wanted to give you an overview. I'm not sure whether you guys are able to speak up, then we can have a real communication here. But yes, definitely. The warehouses uh, 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 definitely uh, they can use AI/ML specifically uh, specifically to forecast the product list of products like or the kind of orders that probably they will be receiving in the in the later stages, because I am not from the AI ML background, but I what I feel is that they probably need to see in the upcoming year what kind of orders that they will be receiving, right? And what how what will be the peak of that products, how this can be managed in the if that is the case, like to know the forecast of the orders that we are going to receive. One of the guests, Jatin, I am currently working on an e-commerce platform. I have question related to inventory management. Can we involve blockchain to manage inventory? Definitely. There we can create a separate entity specifically to manage the inventory in a blockchain, where inventory can be updated on the regular basis. Any other questions? Yes, there are. If you guys are aware of Walmart, they have started using supply chain with blockchain. Like if you just Google it, you will come to know. Like they specifically uh, remove with the use of blockchain, they have removed the logistics problem that they are facing from very 5 to 7 years. So they are able to solve that issue.
The next session from Moogle Labs will be on DevOps, Age of CI/CD. So please drop your email address in the chat and we will keep you posted about the latest events. Thank you.
Someone is wanted to ask something. 𝒃𝒐𝒖𝒕 Chaudhary. Yes, 𝒃𝒐𝒃. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not allowed to say that. If you can ask on the chat box, that I will try to answer, or I will drop my email here. If you guys have any concern, any inquiry, you can get in touch with me directly on that email. That is the thing. Quickly check it. It is the first one. Okay. You can, as I mentioned, I have in the chat box, I have mentioned my email. You can ask me directly. And if anyone wanted to ask, is looking for that GitHub link, or any topic that he wanted to discuss uh, separately, you can just email me, and then I will be responding. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Thanks a
Thank you
lot.
so much, everyone.